Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It is for you whenever you catch this. I just did reading for one of my friends, and it inspired me to do um, a general energy reading for right now. So whenever you catch this, is when you catch it. I'm not 100% on what the energy is that's going to come through, but we're just going to um let God speak today. So let's see what Divine has to say for General Collective on November the 11th, 2018. Okay. Ooh, we doing good. We're doing very, very good. We're getting what we want. We are seeing things for what they are and hopeful and go where divine is taking us. And I like that. It's karmic, it's full circle, it's we're getting what we deserve if we have put in the spiritual work to be balanced. Setting things aside that need to be set aside and just embracing newness, embracing the old and the new. We're just being okay with what we're being okay with the unknown. We're being okay with God saying, "Okay, now do you see where you're supposed to sit down and let me work?" We're allowing. I like it. I like it. We are speaking our truth from our heart. Speaking truth from our heart. We're allowing others to speak their truth. We're staying grounded and manifesting like crazy. Like some of us are manifesting like, whoa. Sorry, I just got a little moment because I just pulled um the King of Earth and the Queen of Earth, and I'm excited about that. Oh, and it's the Ace of Cups. Oh, and I'm using the Good Tarot right now for our spiritual guidance. Um, so this just is really, really. It looks really, really nice right now. I'm excited about this. Um, it looks like we are balancing that the earthly realm. We're getting balanced on um, what it is that we're here to do, the service that we're here to provide as an individual and as a spirit being. And when I say God is all over this thing, like at the center of this reading is the Six of Cups, which to me is everything that you've gone through, everything that you've learned, everything that you have um, experienced in your life is coming to a point of balance and understanding, and you're understanding what it is that you have gone through, so that it now takes you and propels you into the future. And it's all about getting balanced within yourself, speaking your own truth, speaking your own being, allowing people around you to be who they are, no matter what. Allow people to be who they are, but also in kind, being your true, authentic self. This king and queen of earth is just really awesome to me because that is, and it's okay. My apologies. I got ahead of myself. We have, first and foremost, starting out, we have the sun, then we have the star, page of water, chariot, justice. That right there in itself just says that divine has you covered on all sides. You're covered. That that inner child that was possibly hurt or wounded has no cause now to feel that way because they are safe. Divine has you covered. And then, of course, on the bottom of the deck, I said we have the Ace of Water. So your self love has grown, and you're okay. Just know that you're okay. Okay. Our next we have transformation, which is the, I get them mixed up. Transformation and then okay, transformation, card number 13 in the traditional tarot. I have to think about it because the good tarot looks different than traditional. This is the death card, which represents Scorpio, which we are in Scorpio season, so a whole lot of stuff is changing. A whole lot of things are deep within are coming to the surface. Thus, we have the Sun card. Next to the transformation card, we have the Ace of Earth. Then we have in the center of our reading the Six of Water. Next to that, the Six of Earth, which is to me is balance between your emotions and your 3D realm. So you're getting balanced in your emotions. You're getting balanced in the things that were behind, and now things that are coming into the present are being balanced. We follow that with the Moon card, which says we don't necessarily 100% know what's going on, but we know God is in control. So, and our last line we have the Messenger of Water, King of Earth, Queen of Earth, King of Air, and the world. That right there, first and foremost, yes, it's a lot of people. But aside from the people, we're going to take from it the energies. The Messenger of Water to me is the in the traditional tarot is the Knight of Cups. That is going forward in love, taking a leap of faith, and just holding your cup, holding your truth, and just going forward. What you're going forward into is your groundedness and your knowingness, with the King of Earth, your ability to manifest. You're going forward, nurturing those things that you already have, that you have already accumulated, but you're willing and ready to grow that into more. And with the King of Sword, or the King of Air, which is the King of Swords, it's all in your divine truth. It's all in your 100% knowing. And then the World card is, it's all coming to the place where it's not an end, it's an, yes, an end in a sense, the end of a cycle, a new beginning. That's the same thing with the transformation card, with the death card. It's time for things to be reborn. It's time for things to be changed, and seeing things from a completely different perspective than what you've seen it. Um, that is that's divine speaking to us and telling us, hey, it's not always the exact way as you see it, but it will become what you will it. um let's go a little we'll go a little bit deeper, and we will now look at what our what's intended with this divine energy that we have that's coming through right now. It's a lot of energy. In all honesty, it really is. You have the sun, the moon, and the stars. The world card, chariot and justice, transformation. It's everything is being shaken up. Everything as you know it is being shaken. um I have to say that right now it's resonating with me really, really tough, because this is my first live stream for one, and I think I have it on private just in case. But anyway, I will post this absolutely. Um, I'm just very, very excited with these energies. I mean, there's a lot of change coming. We just have to allow things to move. Allowing things to move. Um, Knowing that we are the creator, listening to our intuition. Um, Sometimes it's good to take a moment to clearly decide what it is that we want to move forward with. It's always good to listen to that intuition, listen to your divinity, but also take a look at what's going on around you. Don't cover your eyes. Don't cover, don't get in a place where you're not looking at things, as they are. Um, Seeing things as what they should be. Um, and I'm sorry, not as they should be, but seeing things as they are, and then making the decision to either change it as to what you think they should be, or allow them to stay the same. That's completely on you. You have that that power to make that decision. But if you choose to see things as woe is me, then that's the energy you're going to get. You have to always make sure that you look at things from all sides, all perspectives. If it's not what you want it to be, change it. Some of us need to make sure that we rest our minds and rest our bodies and rest our thoughts, and not get caught up in, I gotta do. Sometimes it's okay. It is okay to say no. I'm not doing that. That's fine. That's called minding your own energy. Um, but know that there are things that, when it's time to move, when it's time to build, when it's time to come together and create, you do that from a place of peace, from a place of wholeness. Um, some of us are going to come out of this time, maybe a little heartbroken, because we're seeing things as they are, and we have to shift those things to make them what it is that we need them to be. We need to know our own strength. We need to know our own energy and our own value, and the value of that energy. We have to know who it is that we are and who we are meant to be and walk in that strength. God gave us this strength and this power for a reason, and it is for us to use it not just for the sake of helping others, but to be whole within ourselves and know who we are and whose we are. If if you follow any form of religion or divinity in that aspect, um, I know that I am divine because I was told I am. So um, we'll get into that another time. Let's having the strength to be who you are in spite of any kind of hurt. That is what our strength is, and that's where we're going to find our wholeness. We're going to be now. Don't think that people are not watching you, because in this instance, right now especially, people are watching, and they're watching to see, especially those of us who are gifted. People are watching us, and some people will not like what they see because they want it, and that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. However, what you are showing them is it is okay to be who you are, and that is how you work in your. That's how I think that's how we stay humble, is being who we are, loving who we are, but also showing people and giving people the know-how to do the same thing. Be you, do you. If nobody likes it and you like it, that's okay. Now that is not saying, go around and be an asshole. No, that's not it at all. But what that is saying is love you enough to know that you are a good person. You do things from a pure place. And if people don't like you for just doing that, then that speaks more to them than it does to you. Trust your knowing, trust your intuition, trust what you hear from divine. And it's not always about, having to speak that, it's just knowing it and walking in it. Allow the things that have been hurtful, allow things that have, you know, killed your spirit over and over and over again to fall away. Don't allow anything to keep you stuck, because as soon as you get in your knowing, as soon as you know who you are, that's when the doors open up. That's when God says, okay, now I know you know who I made you to be. Now it's time for you to take on the responsibility. And a lot of us don't want to take on responsibility, but guess what? When you're called, you don't have a choice. And you can fight it, you can run from it, you cannot want it all you want to. The thing is once you have heard the call and you know the call, there's nothing you can do to get away from it. And it's not that you're stuck, it's that you have now, God is like, okay, you're one of my soldiers, and I need you. When God calls on you and God says he needs you, it's time for you to move. You don't have a, in my opinion, you don't have a choice. Now, do I think that there are responsibilities put on people with titles and spirituality? Yes. Do I think a lot of those responsibilities are uncalled for? Absolutely. And I think that people that have been called to a spiritual walk, especially as leaders, should have a space where they are themselves and they don't have to put on a facade. There are so many pastors and preachers, and I found this out recently, that commit suicide because of the responsibility placed on them. And some of them don't know that they can say no. A pastor, a preacher, an evangelist, whatever you want to call them, whatever, anybody with a title, they have the capability and the responsibility for themselves and their families to say no. The purpose of leadership is to make you equipped to handle your own issues with your own divinity. It is your responsibility as a human being on this earth to get a relationship with your divine, yourself. Yes, you can call on pastor to pray for you, but guess what? Have you tarried for yourself first? Have you prayed for you first before you went and ask somebody else to pray for you? That is your power. That's your God-given power, is to be able to go to God yourself. So that's my take on the whole spiritual journey. I'm just here to confirm what you already know. As a reader, as a life coach, as a Reiki healer, what I am here to help you know that you have the same gifts and the same power to do what it is that you're calling on leadership to do. We all need help. We all need help. We all are supposed to be able to go to one another and say, hey, this is what I'm going through, without feeling judged. Without feeling judged. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't go to church anymore, because they feel judged as soon as they step across the threshold. But anyway, we'll keep going with that on another time. What we're now being called to do is to know who we are. Know your strengths, know your power, know your talent, know your gift. Know who you are and stand strong in that. Sometimes you may have to take a step back and get some perspective on that, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't stay there. Don't get stuck. Walk in your divinity. Be who you are supposed to be, who you are called to be, who you want to be. That is how you gain balance, is going within yourself and saying, okay, these are my strengths. These are my weaknesses. These are the things that I can improve on. These are the things that that I need to do to make me okay. It's all about knowing exactly who you are and waking up to that and saying, okay, this is who I am, walking from my highest heart. If you don't like it, I'm so sorry for you. But this is the way I'm going to do it. Get out of your head about it. Get out of your head about it. Stop, overthinking, because you're killing yourself doing that. You're killing your spirit. You're killing the love inside yourself. You're killing your voice. You're not speaking your truth, and you're blocking the information and the new ideas and the new way of thinking that God is trying to give to you when you're overthinking and you're over analyzing everything. I'm a big overanalyzer because I got that Virgo rising thing where everything has to be perfect. And I am learning that no, it doesn't. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to make your move. You just have to know that you're doing the right thing for you. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. Making a mistake is not wrong. That's how you learn things. You learn from your mistakes. You don't learn from staying stagnant. So once you get into that place of it's okay, I'll fix it the next time, or I'll do it better the next time, rather than saying, "Oh my God, I messed up. There's no way in the world I'm going to be able to do this again." Starting over is not a bad thing, but the place you have to start from is self. Love you, do you, be you to 10. That's my thing. Do you to 10. Um, and that will give you a new perspective. That'll help you to go forward in, saying, okay, well, it might not have turned out the way I wanted it to this time. Guess what? I'm still going to keep going because I know I can. Um, if some of you are in a space where you've been not expressing, just existing and watching other people and judging, but still trying to um, manifest from a place that's guarded, that's not going to work, boo babies. It's not going to work. And I say it's not going to work because it's still coming from a place of fear and lack. So know that you have everything that you need to accomplish anything you want. This especially goes for divine masculines who are not expressive. You are very kind, like the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're not very expressive, but you hold a lot of energy. You hold a lot back. Um, don't be a hard ass. Don't be a hard ass. Express yourself. Say what you have to say. Do what you have to do. Some people may not like it, but it's okay. Um, I'm seeing another set of counterparts here, the King and Queen of Swords, which means speaking your truth is going to be of the utmost importance. Say what you have to say, but do it from a place of high frequency and high conscious. Um, Being cutting doesn't really get you it gets you what you want. It will. Being cutting, being divisive, being defensive, it'll get you what you want. But do you really want it from a space of negativity? Do you really want to be reminded that, oh, I got what I wanted, but I had to be sneaky about it? I had to be, I had to cuss somebody out to get it. That makes no sense. Why would you want it then? Um, some of you are manifesting a move, and whether that be physical or mental, or a spiritual move that's completely how that resonates for you. But some of you are manifesting a move. You're shifting from being in a dark space in a dreary place to something more vibrant, something more light, something that is going to um, give you power. I'm seeing a lot of solar plexus chakra and stuff here. We'll get into that some other time. But you're coming from a place of your core rather than coming from a place of walking under a cloud. Good things, good things, good times, good times. Um, but it is completely and 100% up to you to allow these things to either fall by the wayside where they need to be, or to water them and help them to come to fruition and manifest. But it's always, always, always up to you. It's always in what is in your best and highest interest. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I see. There's a lot. There's a lot I see. Some of you are in a place of suspension because there's been lies and deceit on one side, and then there's anxiety and overthinking on the other. So it's got you at this standstill, when in all actuality what you need to do is just go for what it is that you desire and speak from a place of truth and clarity. um Divine feminines are having to make a decision on whether or not they are going to accept or deny what's coming at them. Um, know that you have manifested this at this time. So listen to your highest heart. You already know what it is that you want and need to do, what is going to be best for you. The masculines are seeing the change, and some of them are not liking it. Just a FYI. Some of them are not going to be in their highest, be at their highest level, and others of them are all the way there. So, ladies, just walking your knowing and your highest strength, and know that you have done the work. So, with that being said, I thank you so much um, for your time, and I ask that you all continue to keep each other lifted up in prayer. No matter if you know a person or not, keep each other lifted up in prayer. There's a lot going on, and we don't know another person's struggle. So let us, be kind and come from a place of authenticity and peace and growth. And TT will talk to you all later. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your night. Blessings and light loves.